As some of you may already know, time on the internet works a bit differently than it does in real life. It's kinda like comparing human years to dog years, only faster and more unforgiving. In general, this principle applies to most content creators on the internet, and loosely ties in with memes and other viral content. But we'll leave those aspects for another time. So today, let me explain to you how time works on the internet, in terms of a content creator. So, say you haven't posted anything in a day. Okay, that's not too bad, but remember that every day of not posting content compounds exponentially. So 2 to 3 days without posting is essentially the same as going on vacation for a week without telling anybody. Sure, people still know you exist, but it's been a good while since they last saw you. Now let's say you haven't posted anything in a week. Oof, you're treading on thin ice, my friend. Not posting anything in a week pretty much equates to ghosting yourself for a month in real life. Nobody's seen or heard from you in quite a while, but it's still too early to assume the worst. Now, if you haven't posted anything in around a month, well, you're pretty much dead. You've died. Your soul has left your body and the worms of the internet have begun to feed on your channel's corpse, consuming what is left of your decaying content before all that remains are dust and bones. As somebody who has died multiple times on YouTube, I can verify that each time you attempt a resurrection, it gets harder and harder with each consecutive death, as you never quite fully resurrect with all your bits and pieces. But besides the part of your soul and humanity that gets ripped away from cheating YouTube death, the tangible cost of resurrection comes in the form of a massive loss of old-time subscribers. The general consensus to resurrection being, wow, this guy is still alive? Well, time to unsubscribe. At this point, you're long past your date of expiration. You've been dead for what seems like a decade, and what remains of your following has already made their peace and moved on with their lives. In fact, the child that you once knew has already grown up and become a jaded contributor to modern society. A century has passed, but it may as well have been a millennium. Whatever remains of your legacy has long been lost to the annals of time, replaced by larger and more popular legends over the years. Yet, even the largest of monuments, if left unattended, eventually succumb to the erosion of time. And let's face it, your monument wasn't even that big to begin with. A lucky few will have been relegated to myth, perhaps as a fable told by elders to keep children in line. But as for you, well, did you even really exist in the first place? Nowadays, nobody cares. And even if they did, they couldn't say for sure. So, as your memory and soul slowly fade out of existence, you gather what is left of your spirit to experience life for one final moment. Look, that dog thinks he's people. Anyways, join me next time when we talk about the shelf life of funny memes and viral videos. Next CSGO video coming out when Panorama releases sometime in late 2017.